All right, guys. Hey, we're going to get started in 3 minutes. 3 minutes, we're going to get started. All right, team. Hey, Chuck with Traders War Room. We're going to go ahead and get started with a special Power Hour crunch session. We'll go ahead and start my video so you guys can see that I'm a real person. I see that we got a few people on the line. Guys, if you're a TWR Premium Market Warrior, you guys already know the deal, man. Hop on the mic if you want a special chart or something. Just ask a question, whatever, as we go through this and we'll go ahead and knock it out and get cracking. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. And what I did is I already did a basic scan here. And you can see the scan that I did was a basic volume scan. All right. What we do is when we're looking for potential lotto plays going into Friday, we really want to go off of things that are moving and shaking, which is of course volume. We want price action that supports our theory, whether we're looking at a bull case scenario or a bear case scenario, or maybe even a neutral scenario. And then we want to go ahead and have things that are popular that other people are looking for, because that's what's going to give us the dramatic move, the lotto. Um, Things that aren't popular, things that people aren't really getting into and stuff like that is not really going to, give us what we're looking for and stuff like that. You can see I got dual charts over here. I got a 4 hour chart on this side and I got a 5 minute chart over here. I don't know why I got this over here. I want to go ahead and have the same indicators. So give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and put the stock over here. Stock RSI, MACD. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one real fast. And then I'm going to go ahead and put, all right, there we go. So I'm going to use these, right? We got the stock RSI and the MACD. That's basically what I'm going to use for my indicators to support our price action on the chart. And as you can see, I don't have much on the price action. We could use any type of things we want. Today, we're just going to go ahead and go just a simple super trend. We're just going to use super trend because it's given us a good indication of what other indicators do I have over here. Got my EMAs. I'm going to go ahead and take the EMAs off. and we're just going to use super trend. I want to show different type of indicators so that you guys can see that there's different things. The super trend basically goes off of the ATR, which essentially is a momentum pushing indicator, all right? It's a chart indicator. Now, when you use the super trend, you want to make sure that you're utilizing your sub indicators to confirm the super trend, and the super trend cannot be utilized as an end all be all, okay? It's just an idea that, hey, this is giving me this type of signal. I should look at the chart and see if my price action, if my volume, and if my sub indicators support that particular move that's given me. Because super trend also gives a lot of false indicators depending on the time frame that you're at. So we're going to use this one for today. Get you guys a little thing. Next time we do this, I'll show you guys what the pivot points look like, and we'll do different ones when I do the live stuff. But we're going to go here, and basically I got this over here on the side. And I have this from price change high to low. And as you can see, we got some different things. We're going to go ahead and look at ARM. And you can look at ARM right here on the 5-minute chart. We're flagging pretty good, okay? So anytime you're flagging, what you're doing is you're expecting a push, all right? Now, if it stays bullish and momentum stays bullish, we can expect probably continuation to the upside, all right? But understanding that ARM kind of made a significant move here. I mean, you can look at this right here, 74 opening around 74, right? And all the way up here at the top of 78, that's a $4 push for this particular stock. And now we're flagging in this range area here. And so we're going to go ahead and you guys know I love my rectangles, right? You guys know me so well, right? You guys know I love my rectangles. We're going to go ahead and just put a rectangle here, all right? And this gives us our range, our basically our high-low range. Now, is this all like, end all be all? Is it set in stone? No, okay? Remember, this is range, all right? So we're looking for a range. What I like to do is I like to go ahead and put lines. Let's go ahead and just put a line right smack in the middle, okay? And the reason why I like this line here, I call this the 50-50 line. The reason why is because this gives a line right through all of the price action, okay? The meat and potatoes, all right? This is the main course of where the price action is at. Now, what does this tell us? Okay, we kind of make probability guesses here, all right? We tell ourselves, all right, if we stay above this line, we can look for a bullish move and a push towards attacking this previous high here, right? Okay, great. Now we would look for a push here. We stay above this line going into the close. We'd look for a push towards this. And if we could hold that, maybe we look for the swing for the push towards and a break above, right? And then, of course, the break above, let's move this. The break above would be 79, and potentially you can look at the difference of this range here. You go 78, 77, you got about a dollar. Well, what is that? $1.25? About $1.25 push to the upside would be about where you'd be looking for your potential break to the upside coming out of this consolidation zone. So that's kind of what we're looking for here. Now you look on the 4-hour chart and you can just see this thing has been absolutely killer, right? It's been step laddering up, a little cool down, up, cool down, up, cool down. Now you get this nice little up here, right? Okay. So what is that telling us? Well, when I look at the further out chart, I say this is due probably for another little cool down period because it's happened before. Every time we see the push up, we used to get a little bit of a push, a continuation, and then we get some downtrending, about 50% of our push. All right, it happens over and over again. Look at this here. We get the push up, we get some continuation, and then we downtrend about 50% of our push. Let's look in here again. Push up, we got a negative decline here, and then we got a steady incline here. So if styles tend to repeat themselves, and that's why we like technical analysis, all right? Because technical analysis exists because patterns and trends tend to repeat themselves. They don't always have to, but they tend to repeat themselves. And that's thus the theory for technical analysis. We would be looking for potential continuation and then a sell-off that would go about 50% of our push here, which would range us in between here and our peak, and that would range us about here. So this would be our potential low point if we are looking for to sell. Now, I won't break down all these charts like this, okay? I'm just giving you guys a little bit. If we're doing power hour and we're a little early for power hour anyways, I wanted to do some training as well, man. I don't get on here live enough to really do much training with, a lot of majority. I do it a lot with, one-on-one mentoring. I do it a lot with inside of our group when in the Discord and on the platforms. But I just want to let you guys know that we're here. We want people to be successful. So this is one of the most successful ways to do, and it's very basic: rectangles, right? Ranges, and then just calculated risk based off of probability. That's all trading is, okay? Calculated risk based off of probability of the most likely case scenarios. All right. So we stay above this line, we look for that push to here, we break, and then we're looking for that about $1.25, $1.50 push to the upside. If we can't hold this line and we start to break specifically below our moving averages, which right now we're using a trend line, which is a moving average, okay, because it has to do with ATR and some other formulas in there. You can look at this super trend on your own, look at the calculations that are used. But we break to the below and we can't hold this 50-50 line, we're probably looking like we want to go ahead and go short because we're looking for that downtrend, which we've seen it before, and we probably downtrend about that 50% level, which we can tell based off the pattern. It does it all the time. Pop up, consolidate, drop. Move, 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 pop up, consolidate, drop. Move, 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 pop up. This one dropped, some sort of news catalyst or something. And then we had a steady run with a nice little bull run and then the pop. So I would be expecting probably the drop about 50%. We probably can move this a little bit. We're just eyeballing here, but looking at about 76, 35, 76.50, something like that. All right, let's go on to some other stuff. That was good training right there. We like that. Training is always valid. Okay, so that's what we'd be looking for with ARM. NIO. All right, guys. I know people like NIO. I don't know, man. The EV sector is hit or miss. All right. Here's the deal. People really overestimated the EV boom. All right. Do I still think it'll happen? Yeah, but I think it's being forced. Okay. I don't think it's happened organically. If the EV boom was happening organically, I think we'd see more of a splash. But it's being forced, and people don't like to be forced to do things, especially Americans, man. You tell an American you have to do this, they're going to do everything legally they can to say, you can't tell me I got to do that. I don't have to do anything I don't want to do just on principle alone. Okay. So EVs are hard to sell. Can we make, moves and shakes? Yeah. But look, just look on NIO. Okay. Everyone was talking about NIO, moving and shaking today and stuff, but I want you to look at this. Okay. All right. We made literally like a 40-cent move in NIO. Okay. A 40-cent move. Yeah, it looks all huge and big on the chart and stuff, but look at that. That's literally a 40-cent move. That's, in my opinion, that's not even worth trading. When we look at this chart over here, let's look at the mains, thing. We can go down to the bottoms, and then we're about at the top, right? Where we'd be potentially looking for a breakout, or we've been hitting these, this double top here. We might be looking for the pullback if we can't hold it. Now we're starting to get a little cup, a little cup here, which is good. We could get the break, but even this, look at where we were at. How long ago is this? Where's the date on here? What's that? That's December 5th. Okay. So in this particular time period, December 5th, everything else was booming, 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 man. And this thing only ran like $2.20. Okay. That's not a significant move for me, specifically for something that was extremely popular back in the day. It's not moving and shaking like it wants. I want to break. I think NIO, if it gets above $10, I think that'll draw some more big money investors in. There's a lot of I know a lot of guys over there on Wall Street, some of my buddies that are in that are junior brokers and stuff like that. They're told not even to mess with things that are under $10. All right, they're told straight up, if it's under $10, it doesn't matter, you're not messing with it. So this may not even be falling on a lot of people's radars until it hops over $10. So that's something to watch. But definitely, if you like to trade this, it looks like it's pretty bullish right now. But I'd only think that maybe you get a retest of this previous high and maybe a break to 960, and then that's about it. It's not worth trading for me. It has a lot of volume though. Now, JD. I do like JD. I like what I'm seeing here on JD. The issue with JD is that we gapped up pretty significantly here, okay? We came out of this consolidation zone, and you see the gap up here, right? The cool down, and we spiked up, but we're holding this level. So what I would like to see with JD is I would like to see it hold above this, this kind of the shelf here, right? So I'm going to put a line here on JD. Oh, we got I appreciate you got someone saying, some nice comments, man. Appreciate you. So look at this, okay? We want to stay above this line, okay? We're already below here, so we made a new low, right? And we're popping up. That's fine, but typically what happens is once you make that new low, you pop up, you really need to, start making strides back up towards your previous levels where you started shelving. And what do I mean by shelving? Well, we started seeing the shuffle around here, and then we started getting the drop, consolidation, the drop, consolidation, the drop, right? So these are shelving down, legs down, whatever term you want to use it, right? So you get your consolidation, your leg down, one, consolidation, two, consolidation, three, down to your bottom. Now you're popping up a little bit. Don't get faked out by this, okay? We have to hold, and usually you want to hold above 2 periods that you leg down, especially if you leg down 3 or 4 periods. You want to hold above 2, which means we'd be looking for a hold above this period here, right? We'd look for a hold above this period in order to swing long, potentially, okay? If we don't hold above this period, we either want to most likely higher probability of going short, or we leave it alone and see what it does the next day. Okay, so just understand that. But I do like JD. I think this is a great. I don't like Chinese stocks very much, right? But this is one of those that's very cheap. I think shares long. I think if you've cleared out your portfolio for 2023 and you're looking for things to get into for 2024, I think JD is a good opportunity to go ahead and get some of your international interest in your portfolio. Remember, if we're looking at portfolio building, we want to go ahead and kind of look at, 60%, stocks in the S&P, right? You want about 60% stocks, right? You want maybe, 25% into like some sort of good ETFs and stuff like that. And then you want the remainder in some sort of international emerging markets, or, broken into some cryptocurrencies too, if that's something you're into as well. That's just a good overall portfolio. It's safe. If something's moving, something else isn't. If something else is moving, it kind of keeps a good balance, all right? This would be a good idea for a portfolio, relatively cheap. You go in, $2,800 gets you 100 shares. You work your way up to 500 shares, and you start, holding this for 2024 and see what it does. It has a good opportunity to probably, get in there at about 25% to 30% growth in 2024. AMD, AMD. Hey, remember last time we did AMD and I put this rectangle box, and what did I say? If you guys remember that last video, what did I say? I don't like to toot my horn all the time. I do, okay? I do sometimes, only when I'm right. If I'm wrong, I don't like to toot my horn, right? But I said, hey, here's our box of consolidation. Remember the rectangle, okay? And I said, what did I say? I said, typically, when we get the breakout, we break out about the same distance that we're ranging in here, right? Now, what was this range? 141 to 135, right? So that's about a $6 move. Hey, where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? 141? Where are we at? 148? What's that about? Is that about $6? I don't know. You tell me. But but yes, okay. So we broke out about the same distance. When we broke out of this consolidation box, as you can see right there, boom, we broke out to about the same distance, same range that we had from the previous consolidation zone, okay? Guys, technical analysis exists for a reason, okay? It just is, it's not perfect. Like I said, it's all ranges and stuff. It's not perfect. But when we talked about this the last time we put this on here, we talked about it here, Okay, this is where we put the box on. We talked about on the 21st of December because everything before after that we were talking about here's the breakout. But everything worked out just like we thought, okay? So just understand that. I do think we get a little bit of a cool down on AMD. I think, you can see on the 5-minute chart, probably it was not wise to go into power hour. Um, looking for puts, especially on AMD power hours. My phone's starting to blow up, so things are starting to move and shake, right? So AMD is starting to see a little bit of a pressure. It's not wise to go into power hours, specifically with some of these popular tickers to the short side of the house. We want to wait and play these, but coming out of this consolidation zone, I would think if we get a nice little push up, right, to go retest some of these previous, zones here, right? We can put the box here, right? Boom, okay? Some of these zones to the upside, if we get that push, then we want to go ahead and probably look for a swing short on AMD for a lotto, okay? A cheap lotto. We want to go out the money a little bit, probably look for about previous low, 146 or 145 lotto pushing in 29 December. It'll probably be fairly cheap. Actually, let's do I have options? Do I have my option widget here? Hang on. Hold on. Hold on. See what we got. Puts 49. Yeah. See? Look right here. This would be your lotto right here. Look at it. All right. 147 lotto. Yeah. $40. Look at that volume. That's you probably could even go a little bit further out. Because our previous low of the day was 145. I wouldn't go here. Okay. This is too far out the money. This is cheapy. I got it, but it's too far out the money. All right. I'd want to stay in here because we want something that's going to make some money if we start to move. Okay. We got the Delta 24. We start to go out here. We're making 9 cents on the dollar move. All right. We want something that's, at least making a little bit of money. Okay. 24 cents on the dollar on our premium. Yeah. We kind of like that. Okay. We get a $3 push to the downside from here, right? That'd be making a pretty decent money. We'd be making double our profit back. So we like that. 147 would be the one I'd go for. We can go ahead and take that trade. We're gonna wait though. We're gonna wait. I'm just gonna put it in the queue. All right, I'm putting it in the queue. We're gonna wait on that one though. Okay, we're gonna wait. 147. This is what we're watching here. We're not gonna pull the trigger yet. We want to see what this does in power hour. Okay, we'd like to get this cheaper. All right, so definitely we're gonna pay attention to that. All right, let's go back. We want to get this cheaper. Okay, we'd like for this to bottom out a little bit, or actually come back up a little bit, probably into the range here. We'd like to see it come up, and then we can ride the put to the downside with a swing if we get that. As you can see, it's already popping up a little bit. Okay, so we want to wait for the power hour, push the oomph from power hour to chill out a little bit. Nike. Hey, who made money on Nike with me with the puts? Who made money on Nike with the puts, man? I know you guys are out there. We were killing it with Nike, man. Absolutely killing it, guys. Um, Nike's been doing well since then. They recovered pretty nicely. I like Nike long. I like Nike long. I think if you give yourself some time on Nike and you push out a little bit and give yourself a little bit of a time for Nike, I think it'll do well. I think 115 is in the cards with Nike. Looking at the 4-hour chart here, you can see we caught all this. Yeah, we caught all this right here, all this downtrend. We caught this all, man. We were very lucky on the trade. I liked, some analysts say, oh, it's all skill, baby, it's all skill. Some of it had to do with some skill because we did do some DD on it. We played out, we planned it out, but we were lucky, okay, because it could have gone either way. But we were lucky on this one. However, Nike found its bottom, I believe, and we're probably looking for a push. And I'd like to probably see a push. Here we're looking for the push get some of this back that we lost. 115, give yourself some time. We can always go into, you know what? I want a widget. Give me a widget. Hang on. Add a widget. I want options. Give me a widget. There we go. Did I just kill my chart though? No. Okay. Okay, good. I still got my chart, right? Good. Okay. All right. I want them all. All right. And we want calls. All right. Nike, what are we looking at? We want to give ourselves some time on this. 12 January. What did we say? What did we say about 115 target? Yo, really? Like Nike cheap like that? What's my filter? Oh, volume. Okay. My volume at. People don't think it's gonna move. I mean, it's looking like it wants to push. Wow. I thought more people would be looking at. So this is the one putting shot. Maybe they're going to mid-January. Maybe they're giving it some time. Let's look into this one, mid-January. Letting those Christmas numbers come in. Ah, there you go. There you go. There's the volume right there. So that's where you'd want to go. 115. You'd want to go the 115 call, 19 January. That's the one with the volume. All right, decent price. You get yourself at least you want, you if you're new to options, go ahead and get yourself one. Hey, listen, this is a $46. If you're new to options, this is a moderate risk type of trade right here. Okay. You're looking at the chart, you found your bottom, you're on an upswing, you're not going to get all this back, but the likelihood of you coming out of this with some decent sales from Christmas is high probability. You're looking like you want to gain some of this ground back. You don't need all of it to 115. You just need some of it, and you're catching it here at a potential break out of this consolidation zone where you're making highs. You haven't hit this previous high here, but this was a wick anyways. But you broke all of your main candlestick price action. Okay. This is a moderate risk trade right here. But if you're new to options and you're like, man, I haven't done an option before and stuff like that, this is a decent one to go ahead and hop into. The 115 call, 19 January, cost you about $46, $45, depending on when you get in, right? Right now is $46. And everything here is supporting. Open interest is high. Your delta, the theta ratio is, I mean, look at that. That's a very good delta to theta ratio. You're definitely keeping momentum. You're making way more money than you're losing every single day, and the volume is high, so you can come in and out of it. Okay, so if you're have been interested in options, trying options, this might be something that is good for it. If you don't like options, definitely, I think nibbling into some shares here would be a good idea. Grabbing yourself up 10 shares of Nike at $109 is not a bad idea. You definitely would want the dollar cost average in on some discounts, but I think you would be set up for success going into 2024 with that particular thing. So this is a good play right here, in my opinion. Baba, another Chinese play. Look like we're downtrending. I like this is the hills, right? This is the rolling hills. I like to call this the rolling hills. You had some broadening volume, right? Where you were making a decision, okay? This was decision point. And then you kind of spike, and then you start rolling hills, right? Rolling hills. I think that Baba probably rejects this area and kind of climbs a little lower. Looking at the 4-hour chart, it would suggest it. You got nothing but red candles for price action. And basically it's telling us that buyer's exhaustion is up here. It came out of this consolidation zone and was like, you know what? We're ready for the next push up. But then we get the next push up and it's saying, hold on, not quite yet. So somewhere in between here and here is where people want to be at. Probably, a good place would be about, 76, something like that. But this is one of those, you probably wouldn't make too much money on it. It may not be worth the risk. It may not be worth the juice, right? The squeeze. may not be worth the juice on this particular one because you may not be getting that much out of it. It's already pushed. I don't think you're going to get the break to the upside unless there's some sort of catalyst event happening that Alibaba comes out with. Most likely you're going to get, you got tight main price action with probably consolidation to the downside to clear this gap. You cleared it with this wick, but we're talking about main candlestick clearing, right? So we're probably looking at the push to the downside, but you wouldn't be getting much about a dollar move. So maybe. T-Mobile, buy shares. Forget options. Buy shares. T-Mobile or AT&T. Okay, that's just I don't know how else to say it, man. When you get barcoding like this, all right. This is just one of those stocks that you just buy and you hold forever. Okay, you buy and you buy more on dips and you just hold forever. AT&T ain't going nowhere. All right, this is one of those forever stocks. PayPal. Been looking pretty strong here recently. I actually like PayPal for a break to the upside. Right now it's looking a little weak, but I think this is a good swing candidate to the upside. I think this is a good candidate for a lotto push from this current level to 65. I think so, yeah. I think this would be a good candidate for a push to 65. You know, dude, can I get a trend line? And get a trend line. There you go. All right. Yeah, I think this is a good level. Just to push the 65 coming out of this nice consolidation zone. Looking here, got a nice little pop. I think we get a bullish continuation. I like this. I like this push. It's not too much. FinTech has been doing really well. I know people were buying stuff on PayPal. I know I spent hella money using PayPal over the holidays. Okay, I'm not the only one. Um, they've been beat up here recently. I think it's time for PayPal to get a little bit of love, okay? I think 65 is a good area, and I bet premiums are not too expensive. I bet we can push out to 19 January on some calls going to 65. Look, where's the volume at? That's the you guys notice a trend here. I'm looking for volume. That's one of the first things I do. The volume right here at the 65. Look, everyone people thinking the same thing. I bet if you came in at 140, grabbed yourself, 1 to 5 of these. This is it's a little more expensive than a Nike trade, but this one's a pretty decent risk. I think if you pushed out to 70, 70 is probably okay. It's a little further out the money than I'd like to go, but when you look at the delta theta ratio, it's okay. Okay, you're still up on your delta theta ratio 5 times. All right, you got a 5 time ratio between your delta and theta ratio, which is good. The volume is there as well. This one's a little bit cheaper, so this one, the 70 for the budget conscious, the smaller account type of thing, the newer to options, that would be the go-to 19 January 2024. If you're a little more experienced, you got a little bit more capital, you know how to utilize stop losses, you know how to watch the charts and to trim out and stuff like that, right? You probably want to go with the 65 a little bit more at the money. Just a little bit better opportunity here because delta here. I mean, you saw the theta was 3. This is 4, and you're making 40 cents on 40 cents every dollar move on your premium. So just imagine if you went in the money and it pushed to 70 over in that January period. You'd be making hella bank. Okay. So yeah, so I like PayPal, calls long, 19 January, 65 for the best case scenario, 70 for a budget conscious one. Also shares. I like shares. Buying the shares. Okay. You guys forget this thing used to be a $300 company. I don't know how soon they get back up to that, but dude, from 60 something up to 300, you got a lot of space. Okay. So it would be nothing for PayPal to get a new CEO, some activism, some new mergers and acquisitions, get their stuff together and push from here and double in the next 2 years. All right, pushing up into the 120s, be nothing. Okay, so that'd be a decent little area to go ahead and get in. Oops, I don't want the news. I don't care about the news. I want the stock. Carvana, where are we at? Oh, I don't want that. All right. Carvana. We look pretty bearish in Carvana. I think we're step laddering to the downside. I like Carvana short here. I think Carvana short towards a 52. I think $50 puts on Carvana or shorting the stock, I think makes sense. Yeah. When you look at this here, we're kind of step laddering down. We're slowly, we got like a shallow rise here, but it's not our volume is decreasing. We're losing our edge, right? Our volatility edge or divergence on our MACD. Um, I think this over a course, yeah, will we fluctuate a little bit? Yeah, and maybe push to go retest. Yeah, sure. But I think $50. What's 50? I'll come here. I want this. Oh, there you go. We got the reason I do that is meat and potatoes. Remember, meat and potatoes. I think $50, good case scenario for the push towards that area. See if other people think the same thing. No. Oh, you got a few people that think that are on the same. Yeah, you got a few other people that are on the same wavelength as I am. Look, volume here. It's actually pretty juiced. The premiums are juiced up a little bit. Look at that. 50. Yeah, so you got some other people on the same wavelength as I am. I wonder what calls look like. Calls what to like 60? 65 is the one. Yeah, so more people think puts. Yeah. So I'm not the only one that's thinking the same thing. So yeah, puts, I think we'll do it. You got to pay a little bit for this one. Um, so I won't call this one out. This one's a little more expensive than I feel comfortable calling out to, people that are out there following and stuff. This is something I would take personally, uh, on a personal account, because I think it makes sense, but I'm not gonna call this one out. This one's more of at your own, but just be cautious if you like the short angle of this. I wouldn't go too far out the money, guys. Yes, you're pushing out, and you're giving yourself some time, but when you go too far out the money, you start to lower on that volume. Okay, and that makes it harder to slip in and out of of your of your trade. And that's the whole idea with the volume is you want to be able to slip in and out of your trade. Just like, Mayweather slipping a jab, you want to be able to be quick with it and then counter back with the cross. Okay. So you want to be able to slip the jab and cross. And we can't do that up here. Okay. We can do that here. Can't do that up here. Let's go back. Snap. All right, listen, guys. I've been holding the snap and it sucks. So those of you, just keep it 100. Those of you that followed my snap trade, yes, was it cheap? Yeah, it was cheap. Okay. But it was a bad call. We've been looking for the break. I'm gonna roll mine out again. If you look, we've been consolidating in the zone. The chart hasn't changed. I haven't changed this chart since the last time I did, okay? And we've been trading in the same zone. And now we're kind of on the upswing, okay? We're making, higher highs and stuff like that, but we're on the upswing. So I do think the break is coming. I just don't know when. So I'm going to go ahead and keep rolling this out. I'm going to keep buying out the money contracts at the 18 week out, and hopefully, hopefully I make back the money that I spend on this particular trade pushing out. I may look to. Yeah, this is one of those trades that's going to really piss me off because where are we at? So I may just push out all the way to here. It's enough. See, but I have so many contracts right now because I've been rolling my contracts out. if I came into this trade, I'd be about 50% of the current volume that we have here. So that's not, that's something you guys want to look at when you start to roll things out or you average into a trade. You want to look at the current volume. It's like, now, is there open interest? Yeah, okay. But on the day, if I were to go into it on the day, I'd be about 50% after I averaged in and rolled my contracts. I'd be about 50% of the current volume on the day. Open interest is high though, so that's always good. Delta to theta ratio is excellent. All we need is the break, man. All we need is the break. Come on, snap out of it, right? Pun intended. So yeah, so that's the plan. Tomorrow we'll make the decision on that one. If we don't break tomorrow, I'm gonna roll that out, and you guys saw it. I'm gonna look to the 19 January option tomorrow and see what we got. I'll probably go in pretty deep, and I'm gonna alert it as a loss, and I'm just gonna take that one, and we'll see, and I'll keep you guys up to date, man. If you guys are in the Discord and stuff like that, you guys will see updates on that one. That'll be something I'll roll into 2024 with and hopefully make some money. See what happens with that one. SE. All right, we're long SE. Right now we got a current trade in it. Seen a little bit of downtrending, not an issue, on the further out chart, we got some signals that we liked. All right. We're in between some fib lines here, which we always are cool. So we're looking for the break towards this line here. We went a little out the money, but we bought time. We bought time with it. And that's okay. So SE is something we're looking to we're looking like, we're getting a little downtrend, which is, like I said, which is fine. I would like to see it push up, but we'll see what happens tomorrow with this one. And like I said, we bought some time on this one, so we don't have to worry about it too much. We're out until 5 January, so we'll see what happens. I do like this for the break towards this line here. And if we can break above this line, that'd be free range towards 45. So that's the goal. Toast. Oops, hang on. Toast. Hey, who bought Toast like a year and a half ago when I told you to buy it at $10? Who did that? Who bought shares? I did. Toast has been okay. I haven't traded options on it. I've been riding shares on this one. It's been all right. It's one of those that I do like going into 2024. This is going to be one of those of you that join into the TWR portfolio challenge club, right? And we'll be pushing that link out here towards the end of December. Oh, it looks like we'll be pushing out this weekend because that's the end of December, right? So we're pushing out this weekend, but we're going to look at these stocks, right? These particular stocks. And with the club, just like all the other clubs, it's going to be an investment club. People, it's going to be pooled money. We're going to pool the money together. I throw in money, my money as well. Everybody pools the money in together, and we're going to invest in different stocks. And we're going to look for 2x and 3x potentials on the year. And every week, we're going to look for a new stock, and we're going to potentially buy the new stock. And we're going to hopefully at the end of the year, we have about a pool of 20 to 30 stocks that with an 85% win rate, which means, 85% of the stocks in the portfolio are making money, so that we can close out the 2024 portfolio before Christmas with buku money and divide it evenly among all members. And it's a good way also, if you've never done a portfolio growth, to see it done live. Okay, because it's not like trading. It is trading, but it's not trading, like day trading and stuff like that. This is more long-term swings with a purpose and stuff like that. Look, Toast is starting to come up a little bit, downtrending on the day. Boom, 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 coming up. Probably most likely we'll get another swoop to the downside though. Toast swung pretty heavily, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little swing to the downside. All right. We talked a lot about some of these things. Let's get into some of the big boys, okay? NVDA. Let's look at it. Look at it. Boom. Took off like a rocket ship in power hour. Look at that. A dollar push to the upside. You guys already know NVDA is a beast. And guys, my drink of choice. Can you guys see it? C4, Wounded Warrior Project, guys. All right, support your military. All right, NVDA is going. All right. I don't know. We could take a trade. And this power hour starting to kick in. But that we kind of missed the boat on that one. Meta. Let's see what Meta looks like. Meta, man, Meta ain't moving at all. Moved to the downside. I wish I would have caught this. This put action. I wasn't even watching. Meta wasn't even on my radar today, really. I mean, I always look at Meta, but it wasn't on my radar. Look at this move. $2, $3 push to the downside. Nah. Am I giving my age there? Was that a little Master P? Giving my age up a little bit. Some of you guys are probably so young, you're like, Master P, who's that? No Limit. If you were in the 90s and you weren't a No Limit soldier, you weren't nobody. Is it? Mystical was a Marine. Had the fake platinum chain as a teenager that you bought at the mall. Or I forget what it was. What you so that you were blinging. That was the term, blinging. You had the fake platinum chain with the tank that was swinging from side to side, screaming "No Limit Soldier." Oh, had everyone saying about it. All right, Carnival Cruise Line. I don't like the price action. It's consolidating right here. I don't know. Carnival Cruise is difficult. I'd like to say bullish. There's a lot of money being invested in this for sure, but it seems to be in a consolidation mode. Um, a push to the upside does seem plausible, given cruise lines and stuff like this did very well on earnings. Money's plussing in. As long as the economy stays hot, cruise lines should do fairly well. Carnival Cruise Line should gain some. This would be one of those that you want to buy shares. And on any type of significant dip of, I would say 5% or more on the underlying stock, you'd probably want a dollar cost average. As far as options, we'd be looking at leaps with this particular one. Maybe that's a little too far out. What about this one? Anytime you're looking at leaps, you just want the one with the volume, guys. That's it. You just want the one with the volume. You want volume. Um, let's be okay. I mean, 490, 480 at the money. Nothing really big. All right, coin. So what did coin who watched my video last night? Who watched my video last night? What did I say coin was gonna do? I didn't, hey, look, I didn't change my chart from yesterday either. Okay. Those of you that watched my video, remember the battle zone? Boom. Right? Where did we hit? Almost exactly at the target line, right? Where we opened. Okay. For the bounce. Remember, anytime we hit there, boom, we reject that. We're looking for the play towards the line, which look right there. Okay. Boom. And you probably would have took profits here. Okay. If you would have waited here, you would have lost some in this premium push here. You would have had to average down because you probably would have got scared and you would have had to go again. So, I think this would be a good candidate for a swing trade, a $200 lotto on this one. Actually, maybe not a 200. Let's look at this. This one would be something we'll take. we'll actually take this. I like this one for a swing candidate. Going into the lotto. So this is going to be a live trade we're about to take. Okay, I'm looking at this right now. Win calls 195. Look at that. That's pretty cheap. 200's 28. All right. Big volume. Terrible delta to theta ratio, but it's a lotto, so that's what you get with the lottos. Okay, we like this one a little bit better. This 195, not as much volume, but enough volume to give us some good idea. But you know what? We like this price here, so we're gonna go ahead and look at this 200. Do we have a plausible idea of a $200 push in this particular thing? Can we break that? All right. What's the last push that we had the previous break? In a 1 day period, right? That's what we're looking at. All right. Right here, right? 168 to 178, $10 move. All right. Where we at right now? We're at 185. So 195 would be about the plausible idea for them push in a day period. Right? Because we pushed here. This was all in a day, right? 1 day. All right. This was a day. So we're basically looking at a $10 move in a day on this particular ticker. So 200 be a little out the money by about $5. And we probably want to watch that one a little closer. I think I got a question. Hang on. Why? Okay, yeah. Why do I why do I think coin will be bullish? Just going off the chart, man. That's the only thing. Just going off the chart. We're looking at it push, and the reason being is we rejected our lines. We did the DD yesterday, right? Battle zone, down target, high target, right? And we're just going off the chart. Do I know if it's going to be bullish? No, I don't know. I'm just going off of the chart, just looking at the levels here and making the highest probability, looking like we want to make a bullish push and a move towards our battle zone. We just got, we got a signal here. Look, MACD cross. Remember, 3 reasons why to push to buy. And we got chart price action, higher highs, higher lows, right? Higher highs, higher lows. Sub indicator confirmation. And we got momentum and price action. 3 reasons why to push to buy. Let's go ahead and take this trade, baby. All right, hey, there it is. You know what? Let's buy ourselves some time, man. Yeah, I'm a scaredy cat. I know, man. I know I'm a scaredy cat. Look, I'm a scaredy cat. Oh no, look. when I no, it is too expensive. I get scared. All right, fudge it. Excuse me, I was about to cuss. Fudge it. All right, guys. I like the trade. We got to go on faith. $231. We're gonna go ahead and do it. I'm locking it in right now. And I'm gonna put it in the thing. Ugh. Call. All right. I just traded it there. I'm going into my application. SE making a little money. Apple making a little money. Tesla breaking my heart. All right, I'm locked in. Just let it fill. We're in between. Oh, there goes. Yep. I was gonna say we were in between the bid and the fill, or the bid and the ask, and we're just waiting for it. So I'm locked in, guys, at 31. All right. We'll see what happens with that one, guys. All right. Um, Amazon. Let's look at it. Amazon. Flagging. Look at this flagging. Hardcore. In between the battle zone and the top line. But we're higher. If you were to put a line right between our top and our bottom, we're on the higher echelon. So a high probability of the break to the upside. Okay. So I'd be going long on Amazon unless there's some sort of negative catalyst news out there, you know, something about to happen. I'd be going long on Amazon for a push towards 56. Yep. See what else we got. Disney. Oh, Disney's about to hit that bottom again, okay, guys? Look for the bounce. All right. Okay. Look for the bounce on Disney. It likes these bottom levels. And when we get this, I mean, we've seen it here, we've seen played this song and dance before. We've came below here and it doesn't and it holds. And then we start to shoot to the upside. Okay. So watch for signs of rejection from here. And then we look for the push to the upside. Okay. Basically what Disney's doing is we got a lot of sideways movement. When we look at the chart on the further out, you can see what's happening. You know, where we got a bunch of sideways movement here. And we're looking, we got the push up and we got some downtrending here. And we're looking like we're going to retest. So if we break, right, we break, then of course, next level is we're looking at the 88s. All right, that's the next spot down. But if we hold this level, then we're looking at that continuation of the sideways movement, which I think will probably most likely happen as long as Disney stays current in their zone where they're at. Because, not much is going on, not much is, not going on, they're kind of just 50-50 realm. 15 minutes till bell closes. Google, let's look at it. Oh, Google, what are you doing? Google has like an inverse cup and handle, guys. I don't know. I'm inclined to say, go short here on Google for a step down. I don't know, going off this chart. I mean, this is just what I'm seeing, a consolidation zone, right? You can call this an island, a top island, right? And we break to the downside, so we get to step down, and then we get, our inverse cup and handle, where typically we're starting to converge now on our trend, right? Where we break the trend to the downside, and then we get our push to the next shelf, which would be 139, potentially with bearish continuation in 138. So I'm inclined to say go short. Give yourself some time on this one. Google short. All right. Now, with that said, let's go ahead and last 15 minutes. Let's do something fun. Let's do something fun. All right. I got SPY. What is this on? What is this on? Time frame? 15-minute? Okay. I got SPY over here. What is this on? 5-minute? Okay. All right, let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that one. All right, what is this? The Q? It's on 5-minute. All right. Q. All right. All right. We're starting to get our little push. All right, this is SPY. 15-minute over here, 5-minute over here. Here's Q. 5 minute, 15 minute. MACD, both. Ooh, TTM squeeze. The Q's suggesting on the 5 minute suggesting that we should go long. Let's wait. Let's wait for an entry. Let's look, see what we got. We got options. Look at that. About 50-50 on calls and puts. More calls at 478 on SPY. 476 is more puts. 475 is more puts. All right. We got 11. Dang, SPY's dumping. All right. We're going to go ahead and look. We're going to do something fun, guys. We're going to trade the last 10 minutes. All right, so we got 2 minutes. All right. The last 10 minutes, we're going to make a decision based off the charts, and we're going to play one trade. And we're going to go with it. All right. Looking at I'm going to trade SPY. Okay. You can trade Q if you want. I'm going to trade SPY. SPY currently is 476.97. All right. We want to do an out the money thing. We'll do 29 December. Give us a day just in case. All right. Pushing there. Looking at 479 call, 45 bucks. All right. I'm in at 45. It hasn't filled yet. It's at 46. Come on, fill. I want to ride this. 479 call, 29 December. It's at 47. I haven't filled yet. I'm not going to chase. We're waiting. Okay. We're not chasing. We're waiting. If we don't fill, we don't fill. All right. 45, 44. Just filled. All right. Just got the signal. Just filled. We're at 44. Let's see what we got. Come on, man. Of course you're going to tank to the downside now that I'm in. Of course you are. 43. Hey, we doing this live right here. Just one contract, guys, for fun. This is for fun. All right. You know, something you got to have some fun, okay? We went off basically off the chart. I went off the volume. I was just going for it. I was making the case that we get a little bull push. We're at 42. We're down $3 right now. All right. Our stop loss would be 15, okay? Just in case we get a flush to the downside, all right? Which would put us at 30. So if we flush to 30, that'll be our stop loss because we want to protect capital, right? We want to have fun, but we don't want to gamble all our money away, right? It's like, going to the roulette table and you putting all your money on red. And that's just wrong. You at least need to do the 2/3. Have a better chance instead of 50-50, have a better chance of winning. There. All right. Man, 41. Come on. Trying to make a decision. Man, I wish I had some music playing, but I got somebody, you know who you are, requested that I not play music because it's distracting. And so out of respect for them, I hope they're watching. I didn't play music for you, but next time I'm gonna play some music lightly in the background because I need it. But I wanted you to get one so that it helped you out. So you know who you are. This is for you. 41, still chilling. Come on, man. This is the bad part, man. I just wanted to make a decision. While we keep just pushing. What's selling off? 40. We're down $5. Remember I said the stop loss was 15. And we should have went with puts. Now we just got the sell signal. Look at that. On the 15-minute. There it went. Cool. Maybe it was a false signal. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Where you at? Let's look at the time of sales too. Come on, man. $41, down 4. Come on. Hey, I hope you guys got something out of the ones of you that listen to this. I hope you guys got something out of this. We did some training, looked at a whole bunch of different stocks. Got into a trade. We're doing this trade for fun, but we got into a trade. And I gave you guys some insight on a couple trades I like, Nike, PayPal, a couple of them. There you go. Come on, 42, making back some of that money. Come on. Come on, SPY. You know you want to. You know you want to. Come on, you know you want to break 477.35. Come on, man. Oh, ooh, ooh. Did you see the big red flash that just happened there? Jeez. That was a 39. Getting some of those huge trades to the downside, man. Stop loss is firm. Stop loss is firm. Pushing. Oh, there you go. Come on. Come on. No, you don't want to go down. You won't go up. Let's go. Come on. Actually, who wants to let's watch it on let's watch it on I like to watch this time frame. Some people like the 1 minute. I don't like the 1 minute. It's too much noise, okay? Let's go to the 2 minute. 2 minute chart's fun. All right. 1 minute is just too much noise, guys. I mean, the 1 minute. And have you guys ever looked at the 30 seconds chart? Jeez, that one's crazy. Looking at the 2 minute, give us a little more price action time frame. TTM squeeze looking pretty rough. Yeah, this doji, this 50-50 didn't go our way. Typically, so here's a little training thing, right? I wish I would have looked at the 2 minute chart when we're looking at the 5 minute chart. I didn't see it, but that's okay. Like I said, we were doing this for fun. 35. We got $5 more before our stop loss hits. But so you get this, right? Get this motion here where your meat and potatoes is shelved, right? And it's a reversal bar. Okay. So you got this incline here, boom, 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 right? Push up where you didn't wick out. Your next one opened higher and then you start closing lower, right? Okay, we got that. But it starts reversing. Now you got 3 crows to the downside, and then you got the doji. Okay, so this is an important reversal bar. Typically, if you see this happening off of this 2-bar reversal, and you see the crow pattern coming, right? And you get this doji, which is a 50-50, right? Typically, but you're on this pattern, you're going to see a flush bar to the downside, typically, almost all the time. All right, so that's something to watch, especially if you like candlesticks. This is one of those things that I will look for. I didn't see it on the 5 minute chart, which is fine, and of course, hindsight being 2020, I'm seeing it now, but I just want to drop some knowledge bombs. If you guys see this in the future, because you can kind of see this here, right? So you had this bar here, right? Down here, this V. So you watch this price action from the V. Typically, you wouldn't come into this trade to the upside until you hit through this bar here. This would be your confirmation bar. You hit the 3 down and you get your 3 up, get your confirmation. Now you're in the trade. Boom, boom, boom. You rise here, you get your reversal, you're out of the trade, you're riding it down. You get your bar down, 3 crows, doji, you're 50-50, so you're here in a waiting pattern, and then you get your push to the downside, that's your flush, okay? And then typically, if we had a good market day, we'd be looking for long positions from the bottom here off of this particular trade. 34. Looking like we're struggling here, man. The market's sucking. Market's sucking. Should have took puts, but that's okay. That's what happens. Gotta, one of the things like shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? Can't always get the trade right, you know. Would we have loved to have grabbed this 477 all the way down to 476 put? Yeah, absolutely, man. But at some point you have to make a decision based off of what you see on the chart, and it's not always going to be right. We're making some of this back. 37. It's coming back like a beast. Maybe we'll make back our money. Maybe. We'll see. We're getting close. 59. Remember, we can stay open 15 minutes on the ETFs, okay? So we'll see what happens. We just got, oh man, come on. You just gave us like the buy signal. 33. Ooh, that's a long ass wick. All right, we'll keep this open. We got 15 minutes after the bell. Guys, thank you. Oh, 38. There we go. Come on. Come on, baby. Hey, thank you for joining the Power Hour Lunch Crunch. Guys, I had fun doing this. It's been a while since we've been on the live stream for so long. Normally I do like, 15, 30 minutes, man. You guys had me for like an hour and a half almost, man. That's fantastic, man. I love that. Guys, oh, look at that push. Come on, baby. 42, 44, 45. We green, baby. Green. Hey, patience equals patience. Oh, there we go. We're not green anymore. Anyways, appreciate you guys. I'm gonna stick with this for a little bit. If I end up with green, break even or higher, I'm going to go ahead and sell this out, and I'll take some profits. Okay, we're right there at the level 40 right now, 41, 42. So we'll probably end up making back our money. We can go and put a limit order in for 50 if you're in this trade and make $5 on the trade. Probably we hit that at least on a decent push in the after hours. But thank you for taking this time with me. I appreciate it. Hopefully gave you guys some guidance, some ideas. We're going to use some of these charts for the video tonight for the Lotto Thursdays. And hopefully we go out there and we're able to make some money tomorrow, man. Today was kind of a blah day, some of the stuff. We got some swings that we're going to look forward to. So, let's go out there and make some money tomorrow and look at it. 42, by the way, there we are. We're looking at that 45 where we want to hit. That's break even. And as always, if you're ready, follow me. Let's go to war together, team. I'll see you guys at the bell tomorrow. Later. Let's go out there and make some money. Peace.